beautiful, gorgeous angels. I'm Prairie Vintage. Third time's a charm. Welcome to my channel. If you guys are new to this channel, then welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you found me. Oh my gosh, I'm not making this number 4. All right. For those of you guys returning, I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful to be here, and I can't wait to do your reading. I hope these messages do resonate for all of you guys or provide some form of information that you find useful. Okay, so these are all very safe and welcome in this space with me today. Today's reading will be a pick a card reading regarding the person on your mind, the person you came here about right here, right now. What are their feelings for you and this connection? Okay, so we're going to do things a little differently because why not? And it's going to be 4 different types of readings. All 4 piles have a different style of read. Okay, that's going to be specific to that pile. And I'm not going to get into that too much, but you'll see it once you select whichever pile you feel called to. And these are the decks we're using. We'll also be doing the energy check, but the energy check will be a little different as well for those of you guys who are completely upside down in your connection. You don't know if you're coming or going, so it's difficult to gauge with the energy check, traditional energy check that we normally do. So what I'll do is we'll pull some keywords and I'll channel some messages that pull through those keywords. So important you come up with what you'll see, feel, or hear to determine whether the pile makes sense to you. Okay, so you could resonate with that word or what it is I'm channeling through the word. You don't got to resonate with all of it. Just if there is something they're confirming it's your pile, then rest assured that's your pile. Okay, won't spend too much time there, but very important to develop your own intuition if you plan on engaging with the tarot so that you know you're selecting from the right messaging that you're being called to listen to. Okay, so 4 options. If you're pulled to multiple piles, absolutely fine. Could be multiple aspects of the connection, and if the energy does come reverse, meaning it's your feelings, not your person, you might want to go check out another pile. Okay, don't feel obligated to sit throughout any reading, force any messages that aren't for you. All right, so these are your 4 options. I will put the timestamp in the description box and the pinned comment below. I'll take you directly to your pick, and I will see you there. Hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 1. You guys picked this deck right here. Those of you guys who have been here for a bit, you're probably familiar with this. So this is what we'll be using to gauge your person's feelings, okay? Right here, right now, how are they feeling about you and the connection? Before we get into that, we're going to do an energy check. And at the end, we'll get some messages from your person. Now, we'll be using keywords, okay? Keywords. You could resonate with the word, and that can be enough to confirm. Okay, whatever word you see that you resonate with for whatever reason, it means something to you, then this most likely is your pile. I'm going to pull a few here, and so you're not going to be resonating with every single word. Okay, 1 card can be enough for you to validate. This is a different way for other people to develop their intuition rather than the standard way that I do the energy check. Okay, so this might not work for all of you guys, but either which way you should resonate with your intuition in regards to how your person feels or this front end. Okay, so I'm going to channel from these words certain messages, certain things that pull through with that keyword. You could resonate with either the word itself or the messages that I pull through. Okay, but like I said, it's not going to be every single aspect here. So Spirit, pile number 1, in regards to the connection that they came here about, how will they know that this is their pile? Is there any messages in regards to this connection, or the viewer who's picked pile number 1, confirming what they should know in regards to the energy check of this pile? 2 more, Spirit said, okay. And 1 more. No. For pile 1, Spirit, energy check. Okay, there's 2. Let's take a look. Oh, there's 2 here as well. Wow, you guys got lots. All right. Blue eyes. So your person, blue eyes. That's very straightforward. Now, it could be you and your person have like contrasting eyes. Okay. That could be something that's standing out for some of you guys. Doesn't necessarily mean your person has blue eyes. You might just really like your person's blue eyes, but does somebody have a blue eye and a brown eye? Or two different colored eyes? I don't know what the name of that is. Okay, anti-establishment. Oh my goodness. So somebody's anti-establishment. So maybe they're very an advocate for, free rights, anti-corruption, anti-establishment, work. So this could be a workaholic, somebody you met at work, somebody who you know from a past workplace. Maybe this is someone who's lost their job or who is very maybe lackadaisical when it comes to work, like, I don't know, like a freelancer, somebody who is not stuck in the corporate working establishment here. So it could be somebody potentially even living off government assistance. I just heard tree planter, so it could be somebody who plants trees. Okay. Fighter, firefighter, somebody fighting the establishment here. Maybe we have somebody who's very outspoken. Maybe somebody also a little bit confrontational, a little assertive, a chip on their shoulder. Okay, neck. Maybe you like this person's neck. Maybe they have a beauty mark on their neck. Maybe you like how this person shows their neck. We were getting that with one of those cards that came through. I don't know which reading, it was a while back, but it was like an off the shoulder shirt that was revealing all the neck, and that kept coming through. So something about exposing maybe the shoulders and the neck area, the collarbone, that you like or remember about your person. Inspiration, you feel very inspired. You could be very inspired by this person's a very sort of fighter type energy. It could be that since you've met this person, you might have created like some form of art. Maybe you've written a song, a book, a painting of sorts. Yeah, about, well, whatever it's about, but predominantly using the energy here, your inspiration for the energy in this connection inspired you to be creative. Both you guys might be creative types. Like, and beside work here, you guys might be in the same industry. Like if you're a musician, your person's a musician. If you're an actor or a singer, like then that person works in that industry, I'm getting. And maybe you guys fight for the same cause. Like if there's environmental causes here or human rights activists, you guys are kind of, maybe you met this way or have the same, like, cause, like save the whales. Both feel very strongly about this. Pink. So someone likes to wear a lot of pink, or that's their favorite color. It's also very soft energy I'm getting with pink. Pink always kicks me back to like self-love. So this could be somebody who you connect with as maybe being very, very, very compassionate, kind, and loving, but might have challenges feeling that for themselves. This could be something you've observed. Okay, it's also very feminine type energy. So maybe quite passive. East. So this person could live east of you, out east, far east, Middle East. I'm also getting growth. I'm getting forward movement coming from this east. So does that mean moving out east? Moving east. I don't know what that means. Mother. So we have that right under pink. So lots of feminine energy. I think divine feminine. I'm getting Venus energy and Taurus energy from this. So it could be your person's sun, moon, rising, or yours as confirmation. This could be somebody who's very, very close to their mother. Okay, or maybe someone you're aware of who has maternal sort of maybe shadows in regards to how they connected with their mother. Maybe this is a parent-child type dynamic, but there is a lot of motherly compassion coming from this energy. Maybe you've met this person's mother, or you are the mother of this person's child. I just heard only child, so you might be an only child or dealing with someone who's an only child. Your person, or you might have lost a parent. Doesn't have to be a mother. So maybe just the mother figure is alive or the mother has passed away. You might have lost a parent, both parents. There's a lot of with this mother in this east, I'm feeling that energy of and especially here where I was feeling somebody who might have been a little bit not very aimed. There might be a lot of energy of like having to mother this person to take aim of sorts in their world. It seems like this person might be a little bit whichever energy I'm connecting to, yours, your person, doesn't matter so much. Not taking care of themselves in a way here that propels them forwards. And so there seems to be like this mothering energy coming through, and it could be your energy towards, providing some form of nurturance for this person in order for them to pick themselves up. Some of you guys might have offered this person a place to stay, paid their bills, or encourage this person to be more together so they could move forward. Taurus, which we were feeling from the mother. So Taurus, sun, moon, rising could just be very prominent in this person's chart, your chart. But this could be somebody who likes to cook, likes to eat. Maybe you guys share food together. Maybe you've made food for this person. Maybe somebody who likes to live luxuriously as well, or maybe through your eyes, Maybe somebody is very, very likes the finer things in life. Maybe very stubborn energy, but again, that could be very vague. It could be very stubborn or picky how they eat or what food they eat. I'm also seeing somebody who is very into fitness, into their body shape or being healthy, being very particular with what they eat. Okay, so if any of these sort of sit with you well, then we're going to look at this person's how they feel. Okay, so if none of those resonated. Doesn't mean anything. Maybe you skipped right ahead to this person's feelings, and that's fine too. It's just for those of you guys needing more guidance into your reading and to develop your intuition. Okay, so some of you guys are intuition experts. So we're using this. It's not the tarot. And like I mentioned, all 4 piles have a different style. So this is going to be the style of no tarot. And these words are going to be quite dramatic. We're not going to take every word at face value. We're going to channel the energy of all the combination of these words together to get a picture of how this person's feeling. Okay, so let me do the channeling and just enjoy. So pile number 1, person on their mind, person they came here about. How are they feeling right here, right now about pile 1 and this connection? Okay, reversal, spirit. No reversal. So interesting. Okay. Pile 1's person. How are they feeling right here, right now about pile 1 at this time? I'll read them when they're all out, okay? I know we have. Let me turn this light off so you guys can see. Pile number 1's person's feelings at this time. Okay, so we have perfection, negativity, origin. Pile number 1's person and the feelings at this time. Compartmented. I always have a hard time saying that. Compartmentation. Compartmentation. You say that really fast 10 times. Pile 1's person's feelings. Stinginess. Look at the blue. Stinginess. Lord. It's getting that energy from the key words. If you guys skip that part, that isn't really stinginess, but almost like a withholding energy. Submission. Okay. And boop. Assertiveness. Okay. So let's look at these quickly. Okay. So bottom of the deck, assertiveness. It says thorough action, positioning, decision, discipline. Was really coming through with the keywords. Self-expression and thoughtful action between lack and abundance. Okay, so integration. And this one says essence, perfection, experience, integration, accepting others, growth, balance, various visions, mistake acceptance between control and letting go. Collective plague, negativity with systematic refusal, or systemic, however you want to say that, refusal, opposition, hostility, rejection, resistance, denigration. I don't know what denigration is, between lack and abundance. So we have number 4, number 1, number 4 again here and 4 again here. Wow. Okay, lots of 4s. So essence, origin, background, source, birth, family, ancestry, bloodline. The individualist, between lack and abundance. Okay, and then we have 2 5s here and the number 8, defense mechanism, compartmentation with fragmentation, isolation, division, cleavage, lowering and separation, the observer between interior and exterior. And I'm getting my throat chakra feeling very tight right now, which I'm getting blue with the throat chakra here. So some form of authenticity needs to be expressed. Stinginess, stingy with his time, refusal to share, tight-fisted, inaction, inavailability, retention of knowledge, the observer between interior and exterior. And we have submission, powerlessness, enslavement, fragility, weakness, subjugation, dependency, the challenger between strength and weakness. Okay, so this could be this person's overall energy, but I'm going to try to dive in deep and push myself towards getting like what they're feeling. But I feel like for this pile, it's so you guys understand how this person is. Okay, because I think this is a big part of your reading, is understanding this person's way of being, because this is really driving the dynamic in this connection and this person's actions. So, like, if they're feeling sad or happy or whatever in the moment, I think is irrelevant, if I got to be honest with this person, because there's something big going on here. Okay. And although I say it's big, I'm not saying that it's so profound. The bigness here is how fixed this person is in their world. Okay. And I feel like this person is so fixed in their world that there's no room for energy to flow. I feel like this person is needing to find a sense of, now there's a couple of messages here. If your person is completely, there's lots of energy coming through here. Either way, this person isn't independently standing on their own, stable and strong. This person could certainly be dependent, okay? Dependent on a part of their world that's existing in some way here. And in order for them to engage with this connection, this person would have to change something in their world and be a little more stand up and go after. There's like, now I don't see so much as to, what's the word? It's like I don't want to say it's fears, and I don't want to like make up reasons here, the main reason is this person is really stuck in a way that's been supportive of their, I'm going to use toxic, okay? Because at a certain point it becomes toxic when we can't grow and we can't move and we cannot expand our world. I feel like this person is kind of their worst enemy, or really involved in making that choice to stay where they're at. It's not like this person's like, yeah, I do want to, let's just use this as an example. This isn't everyone's case, okay? But this is one example. If this person, let's just say, has had a difficult time like finding a job or putting their life together, it's like they're making all these reasons why it's good that they don't find the job. And it's not saying that socially everyone needs a job, a 9 to 5. That's not what I'm talking about at all. And you'll know what I mean. This is like somebody who's like, okay, you don't want to go to the establishment. Great, good. But that doesn't give you free reign to, just, I don't know, like let your life sort of deteriorate and sit in your underpants. Like if you want to sit in your underpants all day and like not do anything, which is what I do, then that's fine, most of the days. But there still needs to be this happiness as to why we do it, and a fulfillment of standing on our own and connecting on a soul level. Like I read cards and I do my jewelry and I do stuff. And so if I want to sit in my underpants, then I sit in my underpants. That's fine. That's nobody's business, whatever, in the middle of the afternoon on my couch. So what? Like, that's fine. But I feel like with this person, it's like they feel they're deserving of the right to do what they want without there being any consequences. And this could certainly come from a fear of not being successful or doing it well, or so they won't try, but they're sabotaging themselves. I feel they're hostile. They oppose anything that tells them what to do, or, but yet no one's telling them what to do. It's like even their mother or their best friend could give them guidance and say, like, maybe a walk would be good for you, or maybe a side passion would be good. And it's like automatically there's defenses that you're telling this person what to do. I feel like this person definitely needs to get balanced. And I feel like this person is at a stage where they feel, okay, now for some of you guys, this person is balanced in a way that's playing it very, very safe. So they've been in their world for a very, very, very long time. It's the world that they know. and it is feeling very safe. It's like the same hometown, like I can't grow from that. Some of these people might be very, very tied to their family, so much so that it's like not allowing this person to grow outside of that paradigm. So my family always expected me to be this way, and that's what I am, and this could be like our mother father family, or this could be like they created a family themselves, cohabitating in some environment here. I feel that's limiting their own sense of independence and growth. It's like this person doesn't want to put responsibility on themselves to independently go and either try, explore, develop. So I feel like in this connection, this person definitely is difficult to talk to because they could get their back up very easily. And so I feel like unless you're communicating with this person that's in line with supporting their delusions of staying a little, then like they'll be fine with that. But the minute there's a something that counteracts their image of what they are like supporting of their lifestyle, then they feel threatened. And so it's like walking on eggshells here. Like this person doesn't want to talk about that part of their world, So it's like there's a big part of this person's world that needs to be addressed. And everyone's tiptoeing around this or not addressing or acknowledging this part. And so I feel like because of this, this person is incapable of being, and this is why I said why you needed to hear this part, is like because they're incapable of like providing to anyone, even themselves, in a way here that is independent. So they could be very incapable of providing much, emotionally unavailable, or in other ways, not just emotionally, like difficult to talk to. Like this doesn't have to be a love relationship either, you guys. Know this person's pulling through. It's like, okay, so now I feel this person's stunted in their growth. I feel like this person needs definitely to get balanced. I feel like this person, what Spirit's really showing is there's a certain aspect of this person that is misunderstood about themselves, within themselves, that has a misconstrued understanding of what the independent them, the growth of them, the expanded version of them would need to do and be. That they already carry this preconceived idea that that version of them is unachievable, unattainable for them, which is not true. So there's this understanding that they have that unless they can be that version, in my mind, what's the point trying, which is carrying like this perfectionism type idea. But it's like no one's expecting this person to be perfect, and it's like right now their environment, whatever it is safe for them. Okay, regardless if it's the person I talked about, like sitting in their underpants that's needing to shower, or if it's the person here who is just sort of doing the day in, day out, like monotonous sort of thing, because that's what they've been doing since 1985. So that's what it is, but, we cannot get this person to see anything outside of that. I feel like this person needs to like stand up for themselves in a way that believes in themselves, go after what they want, have more of a fire in their belly for life. I feel like this person can't really feel comfortable like sharing the truest parts of themselves, because I feel like there is a lot of disconnection from that truth, which they're needing to sit with. So this makes them difficult to connect with and speak with. And so I feel like then this person feels isolated and misunderstood. And of course they'll feel misunderstood and like alone or not understood, because how do we connect truly with the authenticity of this person if they can't honor themselves and be honest with themselves about what is lacking or missing or not truthful about how they're living their life and what they're doing? I do feel there's a part of this person that is very sort of selfish, on the surface, because there is this lack mindset, and it's to hold on to the things they can control. Because there's a lot of things going on that they're not dealing with. And when we have things that we don't deal with, they start to bubble up, and we start to feel a feeling of maybe losing control or anxiousness, And so I feel like there's this bubbling up of energy that's brewing within this person that at any point is going to come to the surface and needs to be dealt with. And so the more this bubbles, the more this person is taking more drastic sort of selfish actions to be more in control, but the opposite is happening, like even more focused on the choices they're making that only sort of concern themselves or support their decision to make their reality even more truthful to them. And so it eliminates or creates eliminates people around them, or creates space and walls between people around them. I feel like this person, Spirit's now showing, is like this mindset's coming back again. There's like negative mind speak already before even trying. And this mind speak is their lack of I don't know if since they were younger that maybe we saw mother coming through the keywords. So they could have a parental figure that didn't really show trust in this person's abilities to show confidence in their decision making or support them in some way. So this person could have just been feeling like no matter what I do, I'm unloved or unsuccessful in some way. So what's the point of trying, Could have had a parent really that was expecting them to be perfect, and nothing that this person would do would reach that level of perfection. And so this person developed kind of a negative mind speak about their own ability. So now they carry this understanding that is very real to them. And so this person feels unbudgeable to you, and feels like they're withholding, and feels like they're difficult to really share, I feel there's a very strong conviction within this person about like there's one sort of main vein, if you will, of like, and it does kick back to this family or this bloodline, like this what's the word I'm looking for, Spirit? I don't know if it's justice or fairness when it comes to being in like unjust situations. Like I feel like this person does really feel very strongly like a lot of conviction around maybe morals or values, or like family values, and like what families should do, or like how people should be treated. Like there's a very strong this, and so that could come with that anti-establishment thing, like people are sovereign beings, and like maybe family is everything here, or like, yeah, like family is everything, and it's like overrides any governmental bodies or any like control from the establishment, and there's like this need to really push that through with conviction, because I feel like this person could be very useful in society and just in their own world, and I feel they want to be useful. And so any channel that they feel they could provide some usefulness to, they sort of cling to, and it becomes very magnified for them. Meanwhile, there's a need for balancing out, because it doesn't matter how much conviction they have about save the whales, or whatever the conviction is. If they have no conviction in aiming to have more stability and balance within their own world and follow a sense of soul fulfillment, I feel this person's soul feels very lopsided. So it's being channeled through like one area very strongly. That's maybe why you were inspired by this person, because we had inspiration coming through. So they could be an inspiration, like inspiring, because there's a lot of knowledge and conviction when it comes to that piece in which they do have, but it's driven from everything else sort of falling apart, So it's like a dichotomy of energy that I'm feeling here. So I do feel things are very challenging with this person. This person has a very difficult time with change. So they're preventing any conflict in their world, because this is why they're hanging back or hanging on to the 4s. Because 5 would be too much change, too much upheaval, too much expected of me in the mind story that they envision of how they would have to be, that I would rather just stay where I'm at. So this person is definitely lacking in courage to face their fears and move forward, and, struggle to find balance and make different decisions and follow through. I feel like this person might have a difficult time following through for other people. Because I feel like this person might have felt like maybe, like I mentioned about them having a parent that maybe was very difficult on them, like they can't make mistakes in some way, or like, but they keep sabotaging. So it's like they keep, I think this came through a reading quite a while ago, same energy I'm feeling here of somebody who, like you can't depend on her, makes a mistake, and then takes it, really internalizes that part. But then they keep doing it in order to push people away. It's like, yeah, self-defeating behavior here. So it's almost like they make these choices on purpose to be, so people can, I don't know, hate them more and be like, see, that's how I am. Like, no, you're not like that, but you're acting like this. And that's frustrating. So they might have a world right now. It could be a family member. It could be a family situation. Like I said, cohabitation. Is that a word? Cohabitating. But I feel like there might be an enabling here, in this person's world. And I don't know who it is and how it is, but something's enabling this person to maintain in this energy. There's no real shake up, wake up for this person to make anything different, other than the brewing pot within them that I said is bubbling, bubbling, bubbling. And so this is inevitable. And I feel like this person is unhappy. And I feel like this person is feeling like a disappointment in some way. And I feel like this person is feeling Like they cannot make the adequate changes that potentially you might have, implied this person make energetically. This person could have certainly turned down your cup of love or your request to, assist this person in a more positive way so that they could become more positive in how they engage in the world. And they might keep turning it down, refusing, not wanting, resisting, and then seeming unhappy about it. And it seems like this person just doesn't take action or make wise decisions. So last minute, they could always sabotage, or just maybe when it seems like they might understand something, it's like then they go and they make the same decision or go backwards. Like, what is that called? Recline. They recede, they go backwards. And so it's like, are they actually growing or are they like going backwards in their growth? So this person is a little bit self-centered because they're really thinking about their own traumas and their own shadows of how it's controlling them. And it's really driving a lot of decisions in their world. And that unfortunately includes this connection. And so, as you guys know, I read for spiritual connections here. And so this isn't for everyone, but this is for some of you guys, because I feel like if you've been intertwined with this person in some form of spiritual soul thing here, that it's more than just, being connected to someone like this, because this could certainly be a family member or some of you guys are here, whatever. But if this is more than that, I feel your frustration here because there's something, you guys are pivotal in this person's soul growth of making massive change in their world that's very profound. And I feel it's already underway. And so this is why this person's getting more and more seemingly backwards, like I said, because the intensity of it being near to them, this need for change, this need to connect with a part of their authenticity that can't be denied. They can't keep withholding. And they can't keep doing what they're doing, And so they're knowing this on a soul level that it's coming. And so I feel like there's more fears and maybe even resentments and angers about this. And they might connect it back to you because of you somehow, they might not connect the dots, but energetically, if there's been this mirroring to this person of how they're having to deal with this, it's something they'd rather avoid and not deal with. But there's this point this person's having to do something. They're having to be disciplined enough to face this thing and be honest with themselves and then implement these changes and this truth in their world, So this is what I see. So let's look at the messages from this person for you guys, beautiful angels. That's an interesting reading, hey? Okay. Messages from pile one's person. Now this could be from high self. Okay. We'll see what we channel from these messages. Again, don't take words so literal. It's going to be whatever I channel from these messages, but if you want to take it literal, you can certainly go ahead. What does pile one's person want to communicate if they were to say anything at all to pile number one about maybe their feelings, their thoughts, or any communication that they would want to share with pile one at this time? Thank you, Spirit. Pile one's person. I feel two more. Okay. What does your person wants to say to you? Beautiful angels, pile number one. So it says, I appreciate you and all that you have done. I don't think this person has ever said this to you. And if they have, it's in some sort of contorted way. Maybe you feel it behind this whole thing. I feel like you've been very, very, like, for some of you guys, what I was getting was providing this person like a real good start to make this, and they sabotaged, but maybe you didn't let that sort of get in between how you showed up for this person. This person has a lot of appreciation, and they do feel what you've done for them. Some of you guys have sacrificed for this person, Well, I'm scared of getting hurt. So this is the fear of change, failure. Like, if I fail, it's going to disappoint. Yeah, there's a heaviness here of I don't want to be a disappointment and fall short. And so now everything I do, I'm falling short. Like, it's this oxymoron way of believing, like, yeah, it's like they are falling short completely of living their life. Self-fulfilling prophecy. So this is why they aren't moving forward or making decisions in your direction, because I'm going to fall short. So here I am in my, horrible energy. Take me or leave me as I am kind of thing. Okay. Please don't pressure me. So yeah, I don't want change. I want to hang on to the world I know. No one's going to tell me when I need to do it and how I need to do it. So leave it up to my own devices. Meanwhile, my own devices have left me feeling stagnant and have been talking me into why I need to stay in a destructive energy. You deserve better than me. So again, that's self-esteem, that thing that's like, I'm not worthy of anything better. So this is really like a self-esteem thing, a negative mind speak. I'm not worthy of and capable of more and doing more and deserving more. And so therefore, why would you want me? And yeah, I don't want to argue. So that was that shutting out before we can even talk. Like, everything's an argument, but it's like, why? Like, I'm sure you want, like I said, again, to talk to this person logically, to get them to sort of think outside of their normal paradigm. Like, you'd have to discuss. And so it's this compartmentalization that they're doing, because it's like anything around that part of my world, which is the biggest part of what you're seeing and experiencing, and the biggest driver of why this person is unhappy, you can't talk about it or becomes an argument. You're telling me what to do. I feel like I want to hide that part of me so nobody sees it and says anything, and avoid it and deny that that exists. And so don't argue with me. No, we just want to talk to you. We want you to see. We want you to understand, even if you're very compassionate and kind about this and understanding, it's like a threat. You're threatening me because you want to talk about that part of me that I'm avoiding. Please don't move on without me. So again, I won't make movement, but I'm still in your energy. I feel like this is a lot for that spiritual connection I'm feeling, because there's something within them saying that pile number one is in their life for a very good reason here. And it's driving a catalyst of change for this person. And so they understand this at a soul level, that there's a need to make moves, and like they're being called for this. And so this person has a hard time moving, like letting you go. I was going to say moving on from you. They can't even move. It's like this person is stuck in time. Like, I'm seeing the resin card from the Kim Kranz archetype. Or is it the alchemy? It might be the alchemy and the resin. And it's like they're frozen in time. They're not moving either which way. And that's why, with East, we were seeing what the key word is like, yeah, like move forward, like move on, like move towards the light. You don't got to deal with bad experiences and go backwards. But I feel like this person isn't even moving at all. Like 8 is all about strength of movement, change, change with the number 5s, attainment, in order for them to have more of their own soul fulfilled. It's also star, and star is all about our wishes, like that could be aspirations or dreams for the future. It's like this person gave up on their dreams and is no longer, I don't know, but it doesn't want you to move on. So stay here in my cold world. Yeah, That's ideal. So this person, how they feel, they want you to stay in this world where you can't talk to me about this problem I have going on, where I'm going to be limited with what I can give to you. Stay here. No. Why? I want you to move closer to me. Yeah. So now you guys might have put some space between you and this person. And it's like, come be in my world. So I don't think this person, they might have been at first like really shutting you out, like definitely shutting you out. But I feel like they want to involve you in the what's the word? In the illusion that they've created. I know there's a word for that. In their world, they want to include you in that, although this world could be completely dysfunctional. Yeah, dysfunctional. Come into my dysfunctional world and don't like pull away and move forward without me, because I know I can't go there, because that would put me outside my comfort zone and make me have to do change. And I don't even do that for myself. So why would I go after you? Why would I do anything outside of my norm? Sometimes I just need my space. So, but this is like, again, like, there's too much space created because we can't get close to this type of person because they're dysfunctional and they want to hide this dysfunction. And so anytime you start to even skirt around this area, it's like this triggers this. It's like, are you sure you need space, or you just want to avoid dealing with the dysfunction? And so I push you away, or I create this space here and this disharmony or this need to appear as though I'm, like, don't pressure me. I will when I want and I'm in control. And it's like, no, you need the space because it's a reaction of fear that's kicking, like a knee-jerk reaction. So, this is mind-blowing to me dealing with this, you guys. This person needs, oh my gosh. If this is you, like, because it could certainly be, like, this person needs counseling, okay? I don't know, because without, and then maybe that's why that mother energy, it's like mothering this person is like creating it worse, because it's like you want to give love and you want to be compassionate, but it's like, it's just like perpetuating this, because if you were to stay in their dysfunctional world, mothering them, it's like, where would there be growth? Where would there be a desire to attain more for themselves and stand on their own legs? There isn't. And so you moving on, might be very, very, very difficult and require a lot of courage, because I feel like you might be very connected and loving of this person, especially if you're a family member or like you have this intertwined soul bond with this person, So I'm going to name these numbers again. These could be ages or significant, I don't know, addresses, months, days of the year, whatever. But we have 167, 103, 85, 32, 50, and 17. So this is your reading, beautiful pile one. I hope this helped you. I love you very much. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 2, you guys picked the Aquarian Tarot. We're looking at the person on your mind and how it is that they're feeling about you right here, right now. Before we get into their feelings, we're going to do a quick energy check, a little different than we normally do. For those of you guys who are developing your intuition, I thought it'd be fun to use a different way. So we'll see keywords. These are words that could definitely mean something to you or your connection. Okay, but I will channel energy from those cards. You don't have to resonate with all of the messages or all of the keywords at all. Just one that confirms to you that this is indeed your pile. Okay, but if your intuition's strong, maybe none of this resonates and you just resonate with the feelings part. That's fine too. This is for those of you guys wanting to develop your intuition. So we'll look at these keywords, I'll channel, and then we will get into a different style reading here with these cards, which we'll look at the pyramid. Okay, so interesting. Lately, I know you guys don't care, but I'm going to share anyway. I'm channeling. My nose is runny like a lot. And I was like looking up like different like channeling things. So some of you guys I know read tarot. Like, do you guys experience any like symptoms? I have so many symptoms that are from channeling, but one that's been really annoying is a runny nose. So if I got to pause to go dab my nose, then that's a runny nose I have. So anyways, just kind of wanted to tell you I get runny nose. So let's take a look at the keywords. Pile number 2. How will pile 2 know that this is indeed their pile? Person they came here about. Pile number 2. Keywords, energy, anything here that will help pile 2 identify whether this is indeed their pile. Thank you, Spirit. Please protect me as I channel this message. Ooh, we have mother showing up. Take the bottom word. So this showed up for pile number 1 if you guys were called. Okay, so channel shortly. Let's pull all the cards first. I feel one more. This one. One more, spirits. Yeah, that one. Okay. Okay, so mothers. I'm feeling Venus, Taurus, Libra energy from this. Divine feminine energy. I'm also feeling heavy Queen of Cups energy. So we could have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but it could be somebody very creative I'm feeling here. Yeah, like I'm feeling an artistic creator type energy coming from this mother. Very watery energy. Maybe very in tune with their psychic abilities even coming through. Some of you guys could be a mother. This person could certainly be a parent. We have dance. So that's that creator energy here. Something very graceful about the movements. So certainly can be a dancer, one of you guys. Maybe there's a dance you shared with this person. And we have family. Wow, right by mother. So lots of Cancerian energy coming through. So this person could certainly live with a mother or like a mother figure. You can certainly be like have this person's child. This could be an ex. You had a family together with this person, or this person has been married in the past. That's coming through for somebody, maybe more than once. This person could still be living with the mother of their child, or have a family with that third party. I'm feeling a third party now coming through, so this could be a third party situation. Some of you guys, your families might know each other, like a very deep like family connection. So this can go back to like knowing this person from childhood. I'm also getting back. Some of you guys might have been, like I'm getting it from this card, but it's nothing to do with dance. Might have known this person from a course. You took a course, met him at a course of sorts. Okay, pink. This came out for pile 1. Interesting, because we have like a whole shitload of cards here. So pink is giving me this mother energy. It's all about femininity. So feminine energy could be a very receptive, soft energy. I'm feeling empath as well here. Someone might like to wear a lot of pink, or pink could be your favorite color, your person's, if that's how you resonate with it. I'm also seeing a tattoo. So, because I'm hearing ink, like a flower. So there might be a pink flower tattoo, or just a flower tattoo, but I'm seeing a big one. Okay, and we have opinionated. So maybe you and your person have very strong opinions just in general, but I feel like this is talking about what's going on in the connection. I'm seeing like 5 wands. There might be a lot of and now I'm getting back to the third party, sorry. Yes. So I'm seeing there's like a clashing of being on the same page with this person, because they're seeing something the way they want to see it, and maybe you have another understanding. So there might be like this clashing of opinions. I'm also getting right by this pink, and I said receptive. It could be that one person is very assertive and getting their way, and another could be certainly be more passive and tentative and hesitant and that sort of thing. So there's definitely more of an assertive energy with someone who's a little more opinionated. East, this also came out for pile one. Oh my goodness. Look at that. And I shuffled. So you could live out east, or this person could live out east from you, you know. You could be living in the house east of you, or the east part of town. East is about movement forward. There's something about, again, now I'm getting that maybe how this person's decisions aren't allowing them to make decisions in line with maybe this connection is creating conflict here, I feel. Okay, we have Taurus. You guys, is this pile one again? Geez, this came up for pile one. Like, what's going on here? So, Taurus is coming back to this mother energy because it's feeling divine feminine. So, opinionated, stubborn Taurus energy. They could be very, very fixed on some understanding that they have right now, or an idea that they have, you know. It's like impossible to get this person to see your view. Yeah, and with dance, like they need to be more flexible or fluid here with something. Okie dokie. You guys, did you, this came out for pile one. It's just, I better not get the same types of thing again. Like, I don't understand. So inspiration. Who's going to want to come to these reading, spirits? I keep repeating the same thing. I'm so sorry, you guys. I don't know why they come out. I'm like, I don't know. I'm so disappointed, but I feel like all these cards came out for pile one. You know, not this one and not that one and not that one. So three haven't, but this one did. Okay, so inspiration. What is this? I feel both you guys inspire each other, but it's this clashing of energies, because I feel like whatever energy you're bringing to this connection is a lot different than this person's. And so there is this inspiration, you know, that both you guys have felt from being a part of this connection. But I also feel like there's this need to make some sort of movement or the right decision here. So again, the creative energy coming through. If someone is a dancer, if someone is a creator, a content creator, there's some form of creation here. Writing a book, writing something, putting some form of art together. And radical. Well, this didn't come out for one, but the energy for one was certainly radical. There was like a lot of anti-establishment stuff. So this radical here could be I'm getting the energy again of that, in which there's a decision needing to be made that could be quite radical for this person. If you resonate, okay, like it might be like a tower moment in like a family situation. I'm feeling tower from this. So I'm also feeling like a reverse Hierophant for this read. So that means an unconventional type relationship. You definitely could be same sex. You definitely could be a huge age gap. There could be a radical implementation of, like, if they implement you in their world, like a radical shift in their world that might not be approved of the family or understood or accepted, or well flowing with the family understanding. There's convention, and then there's the non-convention, which now I'm getting that's, again, the dichotomy. That's two different things. It's like there's what we know, what people know of me, what's comfortable and conventional, and then there's this connection, whatever that thing is. Okay, so if you resonate with these, any of those parts, aspects of this, now look at me putting it all in different spots here, so you guys are my witness. I don't want them coming back. Okay, so what are we doing? Let's take a look. Person's feelings, we're going to do the pyramid, and I'm going to channel it this way. So just bear with me as I lay all the cards out, and then I will start the channel. Okay, so Spirit, 4, beautiful. Pile number 2, the person they came here about, how are they feeling? Right here, right now, about pile number 2. Pile number 2 is person, their feelings for pile 2 right here, right now, Spirit. I'm going to take the death because it's revealed itself. Death in reverse, Scorpio energy. Pile 2's person's feelings. 6 cups. Can you guys see? Yeah. Okay. Pile number 2's person's feelings. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good. Oh, this connection. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, pile number 2, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here doing this reading for you guys. Okay. Let me just slide this a little lower here. Let's put that just like that. Okie dokie. So we have, can you still see? Yeah. So death in reverse, 6 cups, 8 cups, Fool in reverse, 2 pentacles, King of Swords in reverse, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, 5 swords in reverse, 10 wands in reverse, Ace Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse, 9 cups in reverse, Justice in reverse, Libra, the Emperor, Aries, and this Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and 10 Pentacles up at the top. Okie dokie. So let me channel what this is. Use this wand right here. This is so interesting because this message is coming through very strong and very clear, and there isn't a whole lot of depth, and it's very done. But I'll dive in and try to get a lot more if I can. But it's very tied to that energy check that we did, which I find quite fascinating, even for me. So what's going on here? This person, for a lot of you guys, this could be a third party. Okay, if it's not with a family of, like, you know, that they're engaged with their existing love partner, it could be a family situation set up here. There's a need for this person to make major change and release. Okay, they could be living with their soulmates, they could be living with the mother of their child, or they could just be wanting to be close to their, you know, their children, their adult children. But there's like, it's time for a shift in their world. And so I feel like this person has been hanging on to that world that they know, full well knowing that there's an opportunity here with you. for them to build with you, something stable with you, this would require them walking away from something in their world that they're hanging on to, or at least resisting letting go of, because it brings back this sense of familiarity for this person and comfort. But there's more here, obviously. There's something going on brewing in the surface. I don't see so much just yet because we haven't really channeled it, but this person seems to you very incapable of taking a chance on this connection to do what it takes to walk away from something that is a part of their past. It's like, okay, great, you had an experience, but that was 20 years ago or whatever, like 30 years ago, but they're there hanging on. So how are they feeling? I feel like this person is torn. They feel torn in these two worlds. There's a lack of understanding how to, because I feel like in order for this person to make a change, they would want to know the ins and the outs of how to get by or how to make it through. There is a practical aspect of this world here that this person might be still engaged with that is throwing a wrench in their plan. I feel like this created conflict with you and this person. I am feeling intuitively that a lot of you guys are most likely no longer waiting around or engaged with this person because their inability to break out of this thing or let go of their world or make change was evident to you. And I feel like maybe you guys got tired of arguing or it created too much conflict. It got too heavy to carry. So there's an understanding this person has of a new beginning that could be something that would be definitely solid and built to something very stable for them. And I feel like this person is not understanding and also not seeing or a bit clouded about how they would go about this. But now I'm seeing here, there's more to this that I think they're not being honest with themselves about. And this is, it's easier for this person to maintain in a world here that they are getting something with this 9 of Cups in reverse. I feel that what are you trying to say, Spirit? This person at the end, okay, there's two sort of worlds here. There's the world that this person isn't getting fulfilled at all, okay? Because this thing, again, is a memory of the past that they're hanging on to. It's not their real world, but they're making it their real world because in order to release it and move on and have a new beginning would solidify this end of something, that needs to come to an end. It's better to be just moving on from this thing. But I feel like there is something this person is getting, but it's stroking the wrong part of them. Like it's feeding some part of them that they continue to it's almost like this, and this doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me because I don't understand it, but this is what's coming through, is like, if I stay here, even though there's nothing here, but I'm dreaming of the better times of the past, then at least I'm still tied to it. At least it still exists in my memory here. But the minute I move on from that, then the memory of it will disappear, which sounds to me like they're taking this memory almost as a, or this experience, or this phase of life as it's still alive and living right now, and this is why they're with it. Meanwhile, it's already been over. So this would I wish I knew how to explain this. This is almost like empty nest syndrome parent, but like when we're so attached to the child, of course, we have beautiful, loving memories of them growing up, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like the child has to move on and move away. And like the house is so big, like we had a bunch of kids and now it's like, it's me, or me and my husband or whoever. And it's like, I have this big home and my kids are now living their own life. And it's like, but I don't want to sell this house because in that room, this happened and that in the backyard, like, we're attached to the memory. And it's like, if I sell my house and I move, it's like, then it's official. I've severed ties with my children or the memories I had of my children. Meanwhile, it's like, no, the children are fine. Like that memory already died. That memory, that experience already was over. Like, that's what it is. Like, whatever their experience has already been over. And so they're living in this world. And here you are. So how are they feeling? They feel pulled to you. They feel called to make decisions in their world to deal with this thing. Because I do feel like this person does have feelings here for you and does see that there could be something built with you. But in order to build with you, it would require tearing down of something. And the emotional attachment to that story and that phase or their understanding of something is what is holding this person in that world and not allowing them to take a chance on you. And this person doesn't know how to make that choice and take action because, like I said, I feel like there might be some practical aspect that they feel is missing or they're unclear about. And I feel this type of person would want to know like all of the aspects and understand. And so another thing is coming through that, let's just say the example I used, okay, because that's kind of a good example of having to sell her home because, the children have moved out. And it's like, what if I sell my home and move out and then I don't like this home and it doesn't work out? That's like, I should have just stayed where I was. So there's this like anticipation of like, I want to know that it would be working out okay. I want to know that it would, and because I don't see that how and I don't understand that fully, then I just stay put. But it's not because the pull for you is less than this thing. It's like the confusion mixed with my story that I'm already telling myself about this thing that needs to be let go of. And change is the only constant here, but I'm resisting from moving on from this thing. This person isn't happy if you are in a separation here with this person. This person is feeling emotionally empty because there is this distant, there's a lack of fulfillment in this person's world right now. And you might have been in this person's world providing some form of substance emotionally for this person. And now the reality is settling in with this person. And the reality here is that what I've been hanging on to is just a memory of an old me or an old story or an old phase. There's nothing here. And there's also this energy of like this person understanding that there could be, like I said, a future build potential with you. But I feel like this could be a pie in the sky sort of hope or wish, because it's like in order to get that, they have to take action or do something. So it could be like an in denial of like, yeah, pile two will be the person I build with eventually. But it's like, what, at their own, in their own timeline? Like, it seems unfair. And it seems sort of like a selfish, yeah, that's why this here, like it's a selfish move here, because Yeah, like, and that's the conflict of energies I was feeling. Like, you understand and see very clearly here. I feel the energy, like there's no need spending more time here, but I feel like there's an in denial of why they're telling themselves they have to still stay here and cross their T's and dot their I's and wait for the other shoe to drop. Meanwhile, it's like, no, there's fear, there's having to accept the fact, the release of this, the acceptance of change, seeing clearly and building this with you now, not later, because this, oh, and this ties back to yesterday's reading. It's like, this means they're not choosing you, and taking your feelings for granted that you are going to be there when they're ready to build. It's like, no, 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 no. Like, why would you want to wait here? You know, and that's disrespectful. That's a selfish move to do this. But at the same time, it's like, you know, I think you've been compassionate. I think you've been trying to work with this person to work through this. But it's like, this person will stay here forever until there's a need to make a move. But how they feel here, I feel like it's like they already know, like, I'm going to build with pile number 2 and we're going to have a happily ever after here. And when it happens, it's like, okay. But when it happens is like they have to take action, you know, but there's a not seeing and a not starting and a big clog here. So they have to surrender to the process and they have to allow themselves to go with the flow. I feel this person's resisting the change and certainly creating this conflict. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, this conflict was a while ago, because I think a lot of you guys have already sort of detached and left this person in this state for some time. And for some of you guys, it's like you're just tired of arguing. You gave up on having the same discussion because this person seemed like they're just always in the same spot, in the same mind, of the same opinion, you know, that they have to, I don't know, hang on to the thing or not do the thing. And so it does seem very imbalanced here when it comes to what they're able to offer in this connection and what you're deserving of. And I think you guys want to build, like both you guys do, but this person hasn't put their money where their mouth is. And so it's like, okay, they can't just say this is what they want, but they're not doing it. And then the proof's in the pudding and you don't trust that this is really what this person wants, you know? But I do feel this is what this person really wants. I got to be honest with you, you know, but this other thing is so, you know, maybe we need to do like a deep dive. There's a lot going on here about the letting go of that story and that time in my life and releasing that, but it's so much more. Should we look? Maybe we should look. What is this? Death in reverse, 6 of Cups, 8 Cups here, and Fool in reverse. What's going on here in this little storyline? There's the Empress. It's the family. Remember, we saw mother, family, hangman. Are they? Let's see. One more. So we have Taurus, Libra, Pisces. Let's get one more, Spirit, for this. Magician in reverse. Just giving that same 9 Cups. And 5 Wands, which I was really feeling from that opinionated. Like I said, a 5 Wands kept coming through. Okay. I still feel there's like a third party energy here. This is the mother of my child, or this is my family setup. Whoever this person is. Okay. Lots of you guys, it could definitely be like a father mother. Linda, a mother figure. Wow, it's the first time I ever said that. Father mother. Your mother was a mother. Okay, a mother figure. And there's a real need for this person to switch completely about how they're seeing their position in the practical world of this situation that I think you see, again, very clearly. And they don't want to, like, what they understand, it's like, I'll create conflict. This person won't understand. You know, like that sort of thing, like back to the empty nest, the children left. It's like, if I move, it's like, then I start making stories like my kids are going to say I don't love them because I sold the house where they're the ones attached. Meanwhile, it's like, are you sure it's not you? Because you're the one creating that. This person's creating this. And there's an attachment here to how they're seeing their connection to this thing as being in one way more different than it actually in reality is, which is not allowing this person to be empowered and feel capable to make the change in their world that's going to actually bring in anything different. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So this is like we don't have it within us to know how to do the thing. We don't have the tools to do the thing. I don't understand the plan or fully even get it. I can't see clearly how to be empowered. So there's a lot of disempowerment here. They feel disempowered without this thing. So this might be like giving them a sense of identity. It needs me. It needs me to nurture it in the way that I do, or it needs me to be the other provider of that world that it was. But it doesn't need them, and it's over already. They're not adding any substance here, but they want to feel maybe that they are adding some value, because to understand and to accept and realize that they're no longer needed there would be like a shock to their ego, right? Because it's like the story, the understanding I have, the identity, the attachment I built to this world, it exists. And once that becomes a reality that it's not how I was seeing it, then I got to accept some form of truth. But there's a lot of disempowerment, like not knowing how and not seeing how and not wanting to create conflict. 10 Swords. There's this person has no choice but to put an end to something here, you know? And I really feel like this person is amidst having to go through this slow process of realization and inner challenge and turmoil and struggle, because they're resisting and they're fighting, they're not accepting. And so I do feel I'm missing something. So I do want to see then for pile number 2, can we just finally get anything we're missing about their feelings right here, right now? Well, how are they feeling then for pile 2? What am I missing? What do we need to know about their current state? What's going to help this understand this situation a little bit better, spirits? Thank you so much for this message. And then we'll get some love messages from this person, what they want to say to you. Expansion, need to get on the ship and work together to build. We already know all this stuff. Like, so need to work together and allow themselves to move forward and move on and show up here to work with you, not resist, not fight. 3 is giving me, again, third party energy. 10 of Cups in reverse, unfulfilled potential. What about the Spirit? 2 Swords in reverse and the Devil in reverse and 7 Cups and Page of Pentacles. Okay, your person is still in confusion. We know this. We saw the Ace of Swords in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse. There's something that they still need to understand, and with that Hangman here. And it's a complete change of their perspective. Okay, I feel like they're still very confused. You're an opportunity here that is on the table that this person has not taken the chance on. Okay, this opportunity of you is going to allow this person to move forward. Okay, but they're the ones who have to be empowered, and they're the ones that have to do their part of the 3 Pentacle. You can't do this part. I think you already know this. The Spirit is saying this person is working through their devils and releasing their devil. Okay, they sat too idle. And for a lot of you guys, their indecision was a decision. Their lack of choosing you and making that move to get on the ship made you have to do what you did. A lot of you guys walked away. Okay, and now this person is left with dealing with that devilly attachment that they have. It's all about an attachment to a past experience, and it's getting in the way of their potential with you and building something and expanding their growth. They're still in confusion about it, okay? So if you are still engaged with this person, give this person what they want, which is a lack of deciding. Allow this person to sit in that energy, because they have to come up with this clarity. You cannot get them to get on the ship. You cannot force this person to, like show up to work the other half. They have to do this. So this is kind of like coming up as advice for you. Let's take a look at messages then from this person. We might get a little bit more clarity into feelings then about what they want to say to you, if they were to say anything at all. Don't take words so literal here unless you want to. I'm going to channel these messages as they pull through energetically. Okay, so what is it that pile number 2's person is wanting to communicate in regards to their feelings about pile 2 at this time? If they were to say exactly how they feel or anything at all, what would they say? Let's make sure we get a good shuffle so we don't have the same messages we had. This pile number, I don't feel those are right. What does pile number 2 want, or pile 2's person wants to communicate to pile number 2 at this time? One more? No, one more. Okay. So, who wants to communicate to you guys, beautiful angels? I just heard someone say, I don't care what they want to say. It doesn't matter. It's what they're going to do. I totally agree. Maybe this person kept saying something and not doing. So, I'm so attracted to you. Yes, you're the Queen of Wands. You already know this. So, your energy is pulling this person to get on that ship, to make the decision to move forward. Okay, attracted to you. I have other priorities right now. So this is that 6 cups thing that they're focused on. And lots of you guys feel like they chose that over you. Okay, I don't feel like, yes, in action, they're engaged in that. So it's between you and them and they chose the thing. But it's not really a priority. It's just there's this dysfunctional story that they're hanging on to, that understanding that they have. It's not that, how do I explain this in a way that allows you to let this sort of go? If they were to choose the feeling you bring to them and the feeling that they have around whatever that is, they would choose you because you bring them this feeling of attraction and they're pulled to you. There's a dysfunctional thing that they feel obligated, or there's like this dysfunctional attachment story that they have to this responsibility that is so tied and interwoven in their identity, that without that, it leaves them feeling like, who am I then? Identity, their identity goes with it. So who are they? It's like a fight or flight. And so there's not, as according to them, I don't know, I'm having such a hard time channeling or speaking. It's according to them, it's not really a choice. It's like a matter of life or death, because it's clinging on to that thing with all their life, or else they lose their identity. And so they almost feel like they're in this like no-win situation, because a lot of them have lost you. And it's like, well, it's between you and my life. But it's like, no, it's not. Like, that's very dramatic, but that's their understanding. It's between you and my life. Like, okay, I know that I am obsessed with you. So there's this pull. So the stronger this person feels pulled in your direction, they have to face the reality of this unhealthy identity that they've attached to. Let's dance. You guys, isn't that funny? We had dance and let's dance. Oh my goodness. I wrote these like millions of years ago. Well, not millions, but, and I remember this let's dance. So you guys might have a special dance together. This person likes dancing with you. I think this person really wants better times. I also just saw 3 cups. I think this person definitely wants to reconcile. I think for a lot of you guys, you are apart, and the 3 cups is third party as well. And I think for a lot of you guys, I think you don't want, like, you already know this person wants to reconcile, but reconcile to keep you in that stuck energy And you're saying like, no, not unless you decide here and move forward from that. So there's a desire to have better times, to make amends with you, for you to forgive them and be in light spirits, and it's almost like forget the fact that they have to make a choice so that they don't have to be dealing with the consequence or the facing the decision they got to do. So this could both be dancers. I need some time to think. So that's what I was telling you guys. If you are still in that person's world, the best thing you can do, like I said, is leave them in that reverse death and that devilly energy in reverse. They have to detach. And the more apart you are, the more they want this coming together. It's like they're pulled by their attraction to you. They have to deal in that time where they're sort of without you with the reality, because they're not happy with the 9 cups in reverse. They're not happy. It doesn't emotionally provide. There's no substance there. There's only more of a responsibility. Like they feel responsible to it. So it's almost like a depleting of energy. So there's only time before they're going to run out of energy in that state. And some of you guys are here, like I say, because we're reading for like a soul tie, and your soul contract here with this person is like you're being brought into this person's world, and your energy is really pulling this person to get on that ship, to make a change, to build a future here for themselves that's outside of this old stagnant energy of a past time, a past identity, a past version of them. So they need space away from you to think. Okay, so if they come with the reconciliation, you're getting guidance from spirit that this person is this is definitely coming from their higher self. This person can only see the truth, can only see clearly, can only be that hangman, and that ace of swords needs to be upright to see clearly in your absence. I will tell you everything soon. So I think this person doesn't understand right now the subconscious driver as to why they're still there. And so I think they couldn't explain to you, so it made things almost worse. Like your understanding was it's either me or this thing. And it really looks on the surface like they're choosing that because it's taking priority over you. But no. And they can't explain that to you the way that I'm explaining it. I could barely even explain it. So there's more going on here regarding their attachment to them being needed and how it played into their life and their identity. Like there's so much. They don't understand how to tell you this. And so for them to just say, no, I do like you. You do make me more emotionally happy. You'll be like, okay, yeah, right. Because you're not choosing that. And it's like, they don't know how to explain that. It's like, yeah, you're right. You're right. In my action, it doesn't seem right. I don't know how to defend this. And so it seems like I gave up on you. I appreciate you and all that you have done. So there is an appreciation and an attraction and an obsession with the devil we're seeing towards your energy. I think you guys have been very supportive of this person. And I think you guys have created a lot of time for this person to be comfortable with this. But I feel like this person ran out of time to make a decision. And now, now they're really needing to decide if you've stepped away. I'm undecided at this time. Exactly like I said, they got to come up to that. 27 could be an important number. So I'm feeling a time to decide. That's going to come. So a decision that comes through reflection and understanding with this number 7 and through wisdom. And wisdom is where we implement our experiences in order to integrate that into making change. So I feel like this person needs the time in order for them to reflect long enough to make this choice, because they were sitting 2 swords for way too long here. And then 27 is 9, which is hermit energy, which is really, really removing themselves from, any distraction, including maybe this connection for them to come face to face with the truth. And 9 is about fulfillment. What fulfills this person? Because in that state, they're not fulfilled. They're not emotionally fulfilled, and it's not bringing them any fulfillment. So February 7th, July 2nd could be important. I can kiss you for hours. So this person is being motivated by this connection to make change here. But I feel like For a lot of you guys, this person could have engaged in this connection as a way of a distraction here, knowing that things on the horizon could be better. And it's like, okay, well, it's not just a dream. This person can go and make the changes, but they have to be courageous and they're going to have to take action. But it starts with making that decision. And so they're too clouded with the 7 cups and the Ace of Swords in reverse for them to see clearly, which will come through the Hermit and come through the reflection of time apart. So pile number 2. That's your reading. I hope this helped you guys, beautiful angels. If you're drawn to another pile, I will see you there. All right, bye. Hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 3. You guys chose the Biblical Tarot, the Final Rose Tarot, and the Unseen World Tarot. Wow. Wow and wow. You're probably wondering, what's this all about? So we'll get into this unique way of reading the tarot shortly in regards to how your person's feeling. But before we get into that, let's take a look at an energy check, okay? I'm going to pull keywords here. These keywords could definitely be true for something here that's going to confirm to you this is your pile. You don't have to resonate with all of these words. Just one word could be enough for you to know that this is your pile, okay? If you're already in tune with your intuition, you can go ahead straight away to the feelings, but this will work with your intuition for those of you guys wanting to develop your intuition, but I will be channeling from those keywords. So it doesn't have to be the word itself, but what I channel, okay? Not everything is going to have to resonate, but if you resonate with any aspect of what I'm channeling here, this is your pile, okay? So Spirit, pile number 3. How will they know that this is indeed their pile? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 3. And this energy check. How will they know this is their pile? Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay. We have beard. So you or your person could have a beard. That's very general. Maybe there's something about this person's beard. Maybe there's a story in regards to this person shaving their beard. I see somebody laughing. So maybe there is, I don't know, something funny about somebody's shaving their beard. Red lips. So someone definitely could wear red lipstick. Maybe you're drawn to your person's lips. I just saw one of those red lip pillows. So somebody could really have a thing for pillows or a lot of pillows on their bed. I also just heard 1980s. So somebody could really, really be, I don't know if those pillows were around in the 80s, but I'm seeing 1980s and pillows. Brown hair. So you or your person could have brown hair. Person could dye their hair brown. I'm seeing long hair. So long hair could definitely be a thing. Leo. So Leo, sun, moon, rising. This is divine masculine energy with the sun. So this person could certainly have a childlike optimism, a youthfulness here. Yeah, like a really free inner child. This person could definitely have a sunny disposition. Now, this could be you or your person. Take it as it resonates. Sunny disposition. There could be something very significant about the month of, August. That could be significant here in this connection with Leo. Somebody could still have a big ego, be very sort of egoic or like to show off. Big personality. So we have beauty. So yeah, red lips, big personality, beauty. So now this person could certainly have a platform, could be in the public eye here. I'm seeing 6 wands. So you might be very attracted to this person, or they might have a lot of attractive features that people would consider beautiful. Okay, that's beautiful. So we have cook. So maybe you've cooked for this person, or this person likes to cook. I'm also seeing a barbecue. So maybe you've had a barbecue with this person, or this person likes to barbecue. Oh my, you guys, I swear to you, I swear, I know no one's going to believe me because this is the internet. I'm starting to freak myself out. Barbecue. Yes, thank you. 1111. Spiritual connection. Twin flames. Maybe this person or you think you're on a twin flame journey. This is highly spiritual. Maybe you're seeing a lot of 1111. Angel numbers. Doesn't have to be 1111. Maybe you're seeing a lot of repeats. Okay, divinely guided. Lots of dreams, signs, symbols, synchronicities within this connection. Very highly spiritual. Okay, so if you resonate with any, all, some, one of these, then this most likely is your reading here, you guys. Wow. So let me put these all scattered because for pile number 2, we had repeats of 1 and I shuffled. So you're my witness. Okay, what are we doing? Beautiful angels, we're going to look. Higher self, what they're showing to you, and then what's going on in the subconscious in regards to their fears, okay? Or fears, sorry. This could be their fears, certainly, but subconscious drivers. We're looking at their feelings. Okay, so let's take a look at how they're, like, this is what you see, this is what you understand, this is what's conscious, but it could certainly be what's conscious to them, but not revealed to you, okay? So keep that in mind, because we're not looking at the subconscious. But let's see. Pile number 3. Spirit. Pile 3's person, their feelings for pile 3, right here, right now. What are they feeling about pile number 3, right here, right now? What are their feelings at this time? Thank you so much. Pile 3's person's feelings. Okay, I am going to pull the other ones only so I could get to like full picture type stuff. So higher self, feelings, the higher self. I don't know if these cards have been shuffled since I've got them. So this might be annoying. You can skip ahead if you're annoyed, but I must do what I must do. Let me cook. Okay. So we have the 2 of grains. Shit. What's grains? Pentacles. One of those listening was a woman from the city of Thyatira named Lydia, a dealer in purple cloth. She was a worshiper of God. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. It's revealed itself. Otherwise, I would have kept it sort of face down. Ace of Wands. When the Lord saw that he has gone over to look, God called to him from within the bush, Moses, Moses, and Moses said, here I am. Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, we need 2 more, as long as it doesn't fall weird. Spirits, higher self for pile number 3's person's feelings, higher self. And 1 more. Okay, and subconscious for pile number 3's person, subconscious. Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of beautiful pile number 3 spirits. What's going on in the subconscious of this person's feelings? This one? No. Okay. I need room. And then we will also pull messages, love messages from this person, okay? So let's see what's going on over here. We have the Two of Swords, one-on-one, and the Advisor. This is High Priestess in reverse. Look at this purple. High Priestess energy coming through, and the spirituality with 1111. Your person might be highly, highly psychic or spiritual here. I'm feeling very heavy High Priestess energy. The Contestant. So this is Fool energy, Aquarius energy in reverse. Or Fool in reverse, Aquarius energy. Five of Wands, competition. Okay. Let's look at the subconscious. We have the Hierophant, Taurus energy, and the Magician, Virgo, Gemini. Knight of Pentacles, and the Five Wands, right under the Five Wands. Isn't that interesting? And then the High Self, like we said, we had two Pentacles in reverse with the Ace of Wands in reverse, and we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. As for this temple you are building, if you follow my decrees above my laws and observe my laws and keep all my commandments and obey them, I will fulfill through you the promise I gave to David, your father. Okay, so Three Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Wands in reverse. Now Deborah, a prophetess, the wife of Lapidoth, was leading Israel at that time. Queen of Wands. Oh, wowzers, I'm really being drawn to 13, which is transformation, death, Scorpio energy. But Queen of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sag. And I'm getting really High Priestess energy. So you or your person could certainly be this High Priestess energy. And I'm feeling more it is probably the viewer than it is this person. But okay, so let me sit here and then channel what this is for all of you guys. But where did I put my... Okay. This is kind of a blend of energies, you guys. And it's interesting. I feel like, and you could flip it, okay? I feel like there's a divine feminine energy. It doesn't have to be born female, just divine feminine. Psychic energy here, very spiritual. We even felt with the card keywords. Who's like guiding here in the spiritual realms. Okay, but to this person's feelings that I'm picking up here is somebody is not showing up. They're not showing up here in the truest way that they're even wanting to show up for themselves and for this connection. So how are they showing here? They're showing an indecision, a non-movement, not knowing, not seeing, not understanding, not wanting to acknowledge the high self, the intuition of spiritual calling here. I don't want to look at the spiritual side. I don't want to be pulled. I don't want to acknowledge my high self. I don't want to look in crystal balls. I don't. So I sit here in some form of a stubbornish energy because I'm not moving. I'm not exploring. And I'm conflicted. And I'm wrestling myself. I'm battling myself. My thoughts are all over the place. I'm fighting my own self. And so I sit here in my two swords, not moving towards this connection. But this doesn't feel like a very happy energy. This feels like a stuck energy of somebody who is resisting some form of calling, not wanting to acknowledge or see or accept. Because the higher calling up here is a pull for change, transformation, that this person, I feel, is actively not choosing to see or acknowledge. But again, whether they're closed off here, or their third eye, or have not, I don't know if it's so much of a, am I trying to say, Spirit? Like, there's definitely conflict with this person. It's coming from inside. And when I see this here, which I'll get into, and it's resulting in this like push-pull sort of energy that keeps them stagnant and stuck. And so there's an analyzing of of an energetic feedback loop that doesn't allow this person to make a move, and they can't seem to break out of it. But if they were to tap into higher understanding or realms, or see something greater, or see the signs from their angels, or get out of their own sort of feedback loop, they would be open to seeing what was in front of them, which is the pull towards this Queen of Wands, who I feel a lot of you guys might be, who this person is attracted to. I mean, you might have pulled your energy away, or you might just be feeling very not seen by this person at all. This person isn't showing up and isn't collaborating and working to build something here, which they're being called to create. And I feel like a lot of you guys have given up as this person being a choice or an option. So I feel like a lot of energy that I'm feeling here is like this potential isn't being pursued. This opportunity that might have been on the table here, felt in the spiritual realm, did not get explored or discovered. And this person sitting there conflicted about either why they didn't or why they can't, or they can't see how, or how to navigate through or make a different decision. And the subconscious shows this challenge this person has is driven from a desire for them to be able to manifest with this magician and create in the 3D world a new sort of structure in their world that they could commit to, that might be very conflicting or might pose a lot of challenge in their world, because they might already, one, have an established hierophant that's existing, okay, the way they live their life, how they live their life, etc., etc. And it's not allowing this person to provide a level of commitment to work together to build this new hierophant. And I feel like this person subconsciously wants to build something, wants to have movement, wants to go after this, but they're fighting this idea. And so this is like the challenge and the struggle. It's like their understanding of what they're being called to do, what they feel they think they should be doing, and then a resistance of listening to that calling and doing it. So this person seems to be sort of playing it safe when it comes to their position. And a lot of them have slept on an opportunity to move forward and act on how they were really feeling here. I feel like this person has a lot of passion and fire. And despite the passion and the fire to move and make decisions, it's like this person is in avoidance, I feel here, with this reverse high priestess and these two of swords. It's like, I'm choosing not to see or acknowledge, because here I feel safe. But now I feel very conflicted and challenged in this energy that I'm in, because I'm realizing it's quite stagnant, and it's actually conflicting with another part of myself here that wants to manifest something in my world. And the high self is pulling towards what would be the best optimal sort of alignment with their highest calling, which would be to help build, collaborate some form of new hierophant and manifest this in the 3D. So make it a reality here with this Knight of Pentacles. We don't see the why. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, there's conflict going on between you and this person. There's resistance and there's maybe arguments. This person is either pushing you away or feels like pushed away by you, or is pushing you away. Both you guys are not working together at all here. Okay, so this message is coming through. If you guys have been in this state for some time, and this person has been sitting there in their two swords sort of on their own, and you've been either in a no contact, or you're just like, I don't know, doing whatever it is that you're doing here, leaving this person to their own choices and devices, I feel like this person is battling themselves in regards to how to confront this situation, because I feel this person wants there to be a manifestation with you, but right now what they're focused on is how you would maybe resist or fight this person. So they don't know how to have a new beginning with you. They don't know how to approach the situation. They don't see the smoothest way. They see you as somebody who might be combative, or who might push them away, or who might challenge them. And they don't want to fight or argue or have a conflict, because I feel like they are needing to solidify and make a decision in regards to collaboration and this build. And so there is the avoidance of that, So they have to be certain about this. And their doubt could certainly be around their capacity to provide, or to have what it takes to be able to commit. I feel like this person is really subconsciously very tied to their material world, of what they could see and be involved with. So their now world is something they might understand and be actively involved in creating. And so there's like an energy of feeling in control and empowered, because I can be a part of my creations in the 3D world, of the world that I'm building. I could see it, I could feel it, I could touch it. And that allows me to be more in control. But this other world that I'm being called to would put me sort of in an unknown gray energy of not knowing how much or how I could create or be a part of that for certain. And so I avoid, or I sit here in this two swords energy, because I don't see how. So they're feeling conflicted right now, and they're sitting on this energy, not knowing how to proceed. And I feel like they're going back and forth. They're really like battling themselves with conflicting thoughts about their now existing Hierophant and the potential Hierophant that they could build. So let's take a look at the messages. Some more can come through here for sure in regards to their feelings. Don't take words literal. Okay, I'll be channeling what they're saying to you here, unless of course you want to. But what does pile number 3's person want to say to pile 3, if they could say anything in regards to how they're feeling and what they're thinking, anything they want to communicate here? Well, this could certainly be coming from the higher self. What is it that pile 3's person is wanting to say to pile 3 at this time, Spirit? There's 2 cards there, I think. Yep. Okay. So what do they want to tell you, beautiful angels? Pile number 3. This is super intense. It scares me. So we kept seeing those 5 wands, 5 wands. Wands are intensity. I think the intensity is really created by their own energy to be stagnant. The more stagnant they are, and the more in the feedback loop they are, in the feedback loop, it's like it creates this intensity, a need to act. There is an urgency to act I feel like also with the Queen of Wands in reverse, like I said, a lot of you guys might have really just pulled your energy completely away. And so they feel this high level spiritual need to make a decision. And I do feel it intensifies over time. I don't want to argue. Again, exactly that. And we're seeing with those kangaroos, it's like, I don't want you to say what it is that I'm not expecting. Like, I want you to go along with whatever my plan is here, and I don't know how it's going to go. And so this keeps me not approaching you. So don't want to argue. Okay, I'm still learning how to love. So this person, okay, remember I said the magician there was creating the Hierophant in their world, and it's like, I want to be able to have the control and the understanding and the tools to make my 3D world. I feel this person feels there's something about your energy that would make this person feel like they don't know what they're doing, or like they cannot be in charge of knowing what their world would require of them. So this is intense. It's like, I can't just throw myself into a situation where I would drown, but I'm conflicted about it. And now this person doesn't want to confront you because I feel like a lot of you guys might be resistant, or they might feel like you might, again, like, I don't know, be defensive in some way. I know that I am obsessed with you. So there's this intensity of being called to act, being pulled towards you. Can we go back to before? So this person wants to keep things in whatever that stagnant energy. I feel like a lot of you guys are in the energy of no contact. You most likely have given this person a reality check. And I feel this person, instead of taking the Fool, making a change, is wanting you to come back to, I don't know, stay in their merry-go-round. So I want, oh my goodness, as my phone buzzes, I want to taste you. So this person's having some sexual thoughts of you. We'll keep it PG. Please don't move on without me. So come back. Don't move on. I can feel you moving away. We are too far away. Some of you guys might be at a physical distance, but I feel this is talking about the separation or the no contact. I wear a mask when I'm with you. So this definitely falls back, and I'm still learning to love. Beautiful people. How does your person feel? I feel your person misses you if you're in no contact. I feel this person wants to be something for you that they don't know how to do or be. They want the control. This person feels like you're miles apart from them. And this could certainly talk about their inexperience here. We're too far away. You're on some other level. I don't understand how to be this thing. And now I feel like if I do something wrong, or if I don't do something here, it's like, I don't want to do something out of line. I don't want to argue. I don't want to appear bad. Okay, I wear this mask because I want to appear in a certain way to you. And if I can't appear in this way, I get hesitant, and I don't act, or I don't choose, and I sit 2 swords, and this is my dilemma, and then I sit in that energy, and so there's no movement. And I think you got tired, and you're the beautiful Queen of Wands, and you're like, no, like, I can't stay here. Okay, now this is connecting back to me. It's yesterday's reading, because this is kind of giving me page energy with a Queen of Wands. Very strong. And this page is like a page. It's like not even an adolescent. It's not a knight. This is like a child. So very inexperienced. And here we have a Queen of Wands who's confident and powerful and pulling on the spiritual realms. And this page is like totally sitting in some feedback loop of their own mind. I don't know how. I only know what I see. And they're High Priestess in reverse. They're not even connected to their spirituality. I mean, they feel the spiritual connection, but they don't understand. They don't see. So it's so intense and scary. It's like a big block there. Why am I feeling this way? And I don't want to fumble. And I know that I don't have any experience here. And so I only know the me that I think you want me to see. But can we just forget this and go back to it just being like, You know, like we're at a phase here, I think, in this connection where change has to happen. Progression needs to happen. Next steps need to happen. And this person might want to keep it sort of very surface in a way here, you know, like let's hold hands. Okay. So then what happens from there? And I don't think there's any progression here. But this person's intensely pulled by your energy, completely obsessed with this pull because I feel it is happening on the spiritual level, very attracted to you. So, and very fearful that you might be angry or move on. So now there's this two energies, like you're going to move on, but I don't want to come forward. And I also feel like I need to. So what do I do? Frozen, deer in headlights. A very sweet energy here, though, if I got to be honest, okay? I feel this person does love you, but love what, you know? There's no, like, depth here to cultivate, generates, like, strength from an emperor sort of perspective. This person is still very matrixy and only seeing what they see in front of them as the reality with that magician and that Hierophant. So still in Matrix, beautiful angels, and I feel you might be in some other spiritual realm. So this is your reading. Beautiful pile number 3. I hope this helped you. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 4. You guys picked the Shuffle Tarot. We're going to look at your person's feelings. We're going to do things a little differently here with our tarot read. Before we get into that, let's take a look at some keywords. This will be a quick energy check into your connection. Now, all of these words don't have to resonate. Only one word here can connect to you, okay, in this connection and be confirmation it's your pile. This is a different way for people to tap into their intuition so that they know that this pile is right for them. Now, if the keywords don't resonate, I am going to be channeling from each of these words different energy for different people here that pull through, okay? So if that connects to you, then go with that, okay? But if none of this resonates, you could still resonate with the feelings if you are already in tune with your intuition and your person, okay? Because this isn't necessarily everyone's thing, okay? But we're asking Spirit for keywords for pile number 4 in regards to this connection so that they know whether this is indeed their pile. How will pile number 4 know that this is their pile? Thank you, Spirit. All right, so it's absolutely fine not to resonate with the majority of these, okay? So what do we have? Leo. Interesting because this came out for the other pile. So Sun, Moon, heavy Leo in the birth chart. You or your person. Doesn't have to be Leo's big personality. This is a youthfulness, childlike wonder, okay? Maybe your person is very optimistic, very bright, divine masculine energy I'm getting with Sun. This could be somebody with a big, like sort of personality or being seen, you know, it might bring a lot of warmth here. I feel like this person could be in the public eye with this Leo energy. Inspiration. Yeah. So again, big energy. You might feel very inspired by this person. This person could be a creator with the Sun source energy. They might just make a lot of things, you know, like they're always inspired to create. You might be very inspired by this sort of energy of this person, you know, like this youthfulness. I feel like this person might have a very difficult time sort of being discouraged in general, or at least how you feel, or this could be your energy for sure, okay? Shopping. So maybe you know this person to like shopping, or they buy quite a bit of things. Maybe you know this person to have a lot of like luxury, you know. I'm getting online shopping, so maybe they do a lot of online, which you know of. Okay. Brown eyes. So you or your person could have brown eyes. You or your person could have contrasting eyes. We had blue eyes for one of the other piles, so definitely could be contrasting eyes here. We have dog, so this person could own a dog, multiple dogs, have a dog, but this could talk about loyalty, be a very good friend for a very long time, you know? Maybe you see this person as a solid friend, like someone you could really depend on here. Maybe you're questioning your loyalty or their loyalty these days. Child, this person could have a child. And again, with the Leo, I was getting childlike wonder. The soul of the child, this person's inner child, might be very visible. They might be very like innocent, you know. Maybe this person's a little naive. This person could be a little bit, naive. Maybe you think they're a little immature or underdeveloped, potentially. You know, or maybe they like to explore. Maybe this connection is a little early too, you know. Maybe it's a friendship and you're like, I don't know, like it's still early. Should we explore this? Genius. So I'm getting like King of Swords type energy here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Somebody's very intelligent. Maybe they're very book smart. I'm getting somebody who knows a lot about trivia. Maybe they have a high IQ, or like, you know, of playing games with this person where they have a good, I don't know, like they know a lot about trivia, or they know like a lot about a lot of things. They might like to watch Jeopardy. This person might be very well read, and they might have like a designation at the end of their name. Might be a doctor or something like this, you know? Yeah. Garden. So they might have a garden. You guys might like to garden. This person might be into like healthy foods, like growing their own produce. Religion. So this person could be religious or be, I don't know, have very strong views about religion. Maybe their background is very religious, or their family, or they come from a religious type town. Maybe religion has a strong influence in this person's life, or has had in their upbringing that you know of. I'm hearing for some of you guys, this person might have had a very rough upbringing, or like a death scare. Maybe they've had a near-death experience. This has brought them closer to religion. For some of you guys, this person might have shared this with you, or this could be your own story. So work, I do feel this person is integral. They might be somebody who's always busy. I feel a busy energy here. Yeah. Like even if they're not, like, let's say doing a 9 to 5, it's like this person's always doing some sort of form of furthering themselves or work. And we have birthdays. So could be something about specific about their birthday, or a birthday that you guys shared or that you remember. Now, I am recording in the month of March. Their birthday could certainly be in March, or at the time of this reading, or when you watch this video, because my videos are timeless. Could be this month. This could be their birth month. Their birthday could have just passed, or it's like coming up. Okay, take that as confirmation. Or your birthday could be just coming up or just passed at the time of this reading, like I said, whenever you watch it. Okay, so if any of these sound like something that's going to be resonating for you, let's take a look. Now, if my camera dies out, then I apologize. I'll have to put a separate link for the ending, okay, because I don't know how long this takes. Let's take a look. Pile number 4 is person's feelings. What we're going to do is we're going to find the Lover's card, and we're going to read your story like a storyline, okay? You'll see what I mean, but we're asking Spirit for a clear and concise message for beautiful pile number 4 regarding this connection, person they came here about, their feelings for pile number 4. How are they feeling right here, right now, Spirit? Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of this connection and pile number 4. Thank you so much, pile number 4, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here. So we will get some love messages near the end as well. Pile number 4 is person's feeling, Spirit. Pile 4. Okay. Pay no mind. Pay no mind. Interesting. Okay. Beautiful angels. Let's take a look at your story. So it's not working out. It fell apart or didn't come together with you and this person. Gemini energy. The Fool in reverse. This person didn't take a chance on this connection, didn't choose this connection. There's something they're not understanding or seeing. There's something also in regards to devil energy. So they could be very fixed or stuck on some chain that doesn't allow them to see or take a chance to commit to this connection. We see the Fool, and he is like this baby Hierophant. Remember, I was feeling childlike energy. There's something about maybe commitment would be something very new to this person, in which they would be required to take some form of leap of faith or risk that they didn't, or they can't see or understand. Queen of Squirrels is special in this card. So look at her playing the piano. Let's see what the book says about this Queen of Squirrels. I feel like there's this energy of, it's almost giving me like Queen of Wands meets Queen of Cups. Queen of Squirrels. Look, I opened it up right in that spot. It says, lull, recall, peaceful, sincerely, fresh, in the moment, aesthetics, and beginning. So something about a beginning? Okay. I think you want to take a chance, or you wanted to take a chance with this person. There's some, oops, these aren't good. Some need to take a chance and a new beginning here with this person. And they didn't. And now I feel like there's been conflict. This person and you are most likely in a no contact, or the fact that this person didn't choose this connection. I feel like nothing got grounded. This seems to be like a connection where there was no, like nothing. Like I feel like this person didn't show up at all. And didn't show up, didn't pursue, didn't work with you, and now there's a 3 swords. So how are they feeling? They missed the boat. They have 3 swords. You most likely are no longer around this person because they didn't do what they were being pulled to. So now they're looking at 3 swords, spilt milk. There's the Sun. And there's the Hermit. So this person is still lacking clarity. And they're having to close out some major cycle that will allow their perspective to change. And their perspective would change on commitment and starting a new cycle in their world that they can't quite see. And I feel like this is the devil in their world. They're stuck to the old phase of their world, which I feel might be like a more adolescent energy, like immature energy, Like I feel like there is a sort of a fear of like my next phase or growing up or being committed. I'd have to close out something here. And so I don't do it. Yeah, I don't do it. But Spirit is showing like it's right around the corner here. This person's in contemplation with this Hermit here. And with the suffering they're doing here, knowing that this phase of their world is something that isn't sustainable or providing them with happiness. They have to release what doesn't serve them here. So we have Leo, Scorpio energy. I'm feeling here. I'm feeling Aquarius energy, Taurus energy, Gemini energy, Pisces energy. Here's the Hangman. Yeah, change of perspective. I feel like this person needs to heal a big part of themselves to provide balance rather than remaining in an energy of the past, of who they used to be. And I feel like this energy might have been okay for some time, but I feel like it's creating a big imbalance in their world. And I also feel like this person is having to look at themselves. Since they've rejected you, or since they didn't choose, or since this argument, it's become apparent to this person, but now it's like an understanding of really seeing myself from the clear eyes. And I feel like they still haven't seen what they're needing to see in order to be fully committed for them to make a change and release the past. So 6 cups in reverse. This person is still stuck to the old version of them, person, place, thing they used to be, that they were attached to, but I feel this person hasn't moved on from this connection. This person's stuck on you, stuck on this connection. There's a need for them to shift how they see themselves and release their old ways so that they can be engaged. I feel like this person might have been around you, breadcrumbing you, giving you bits and pieces. Nothing feels solid here. It never amounted to very much of anything. Yeah, there's a need for them to give. 6 pentacles, 6 cups. I feel like this person is going to come forward with a reconciliation, that they're amidst this taking a look. Like, I really feel like it's a real hard look at what has happened, what they created by their immaturity and their lack of clarity and their stagnancy and the breadcrumbing and not being able to commit. And like, there's a lot of that. Like, it held them back, and this opportunity went, past them by. And now it's like they really need to know, how can they show up here in this connection? Yeah, in a balanced way. And look at that. Go from this hangman temperance to this like full temperance in the upright. So I don't feel this person was in an energy that could show up and be like your equal, to give to you and provide to you and do all that. And they might have known. And so there's something that they were needing to heal, and something that needed to come into balance. I feel this is a divinely guided relationship here, or spiritual connection, where 2 people have been brought together. And I do feel this is one to get this person out of stagnation, to grow up, to connect to some part of themselves. Yeah, they're preventing this tower, this shake up, wake up in their world, because they have to see this hangman, their existing world, from different eyes here, to close this out, for them to have a new beginning. But they're preventing this shake up tower in their existing. So Page of Swords in reverse, again, not seeing, not being clear. So I think this person might be still not ready, still not understanding, and still not fully seeing how to release, still not at your level. And I feel like this person is having to learn about giving and receiving unconditional love in the way here that opens things up to flow. I feel like this person was resisting that even being a thing here, like pushing it out. And I feel like a lot of you guys felt not seen. So 9 swords, lots of anxiety. I feel like people might still be defensive. You might be guarded against this person. You might have your walls up against this person. And I feel this person has a lot of anxiety in approaching you, but I feel like they do want some form of reconciliation. Yeah, look at this. It's my reconciliation through the cups of the scene of the 3 cups, but it's 3 pentacles. And what is this about? It's like, I want to reconcile with you. Okay, this person does feel like you're a good friend to them. It feels very friend-like. And they miss good times, but it's like this person's, like, if they show up, it's like they still feel they can't be providing a full pentacle. It's like bits and pieces. That's why breadcrumbing was coming through. It's almost like, I don't have all my shit together. So what I can provide is maybe not as good as your pentacle here. But I think they are going to try. I think they're trying to understand this, or see this, or come to some, like, get past their 9 swords anxiety, because I do feel this person feels you are guarded. So 3 wands in reverse. Again, the friendship's really coming through. So things are stopped. Person didn't move forward. Things are stopped. They were needing to show up. I think they are trying to figure out how. Here's the devil that's holding them back in their old world, and there's the fool. So again, they need to take a risk here and trust themselves to move forward. And the dog, loyalty again. but they're stuck with their devil way of thinking. And I think the devilly way of thinking is, I am incapable of providing. I have this inability to meet you at your level, and I have this inexperience, and I have, I don't know, so it holds me back. I have a lot of anxiety about even taking a chance. It's the Hermit. And look, it's the guy from the Chariot, and he's all beat up. So let me look at the time. Okay. So there's something really coming through. I think this person definitely needs to find a form of balance within their own world in order for them to provide balance in your world. There's a lot of healing happening in this person's own energy that's not about this connection. I feel like this person doesn't feel like they have themselves together. They don't feel successful. They don't feel balanced. They don't feel at your level. They feel incapable, and they feel, when they look at themselves, where they're at, and maybe they're comparing themselves a lot to you and what they think they need to do to be successful, it doesn't make them feel very good. They feel very beat up here by the universe. Yeah, so instead of confronting, they ran the other way. I'm seeing the Death guy here, which, again, I need to release the old. So they're suppressing their feelings. They're not acting on their feelings for you. They're holding back their feelings here. So much so that it's creating so much pain here, because their heart space is pulling them in a direction, and they're resisting, and they're feeling pain about this. Yeah, look, 2 swords, and the one sword they're hanging on to, like, blood's coming from their hand. So staying put is painful here. Not choosing and not moving in the direction is creating pain for this person. And so how long can they sit here bleeding out? I think it's this spirit showing a matter of time before this person communicates and sees the truth they're not wanting to see. The swords in reverse is wearing a blindfold, judgment in reverse, sun in reverse. There's a lot of not seeing. Page of swords in reverse. But I think it's not seeing because we are too focused on looking at what's not working or what's wrong with us, which keeps us stagnant. So 10 wands in reverse. There's only a certain amount of time this person can stand here bleeding out before the wand that breaks the camel's back, where they just snap. They have to recognize and come to terms with what is their happily ever after, what is going to be emotionally happy for them. And I don't feel like this person has chose the best thing for them, thinking they're not worthy of this. So again, this person wants the 3 cups, wants reconciliation, wants to come together, and they're feeling sitting here with their 3 swords. Bleeding out. Is this person going to pass out? Like, they're bleeding out. So I'm seeing that TikTok, like, this is only a matter of time here. King of Wands. Yeah, they're suppressing, getting empowered to take action in your direction because of a lack of confidence in knowing that they're worthy of having happiness, but also the confidence to just commit to something different and new. The Queen of Swords in reverse. And a lot of them think that you're upset and have boundaries. And maybe you do, you've cut this person off, or you just no longer interested, and they sense this. And maybe you wanted a lot of clarity as to, like, what was this person doing? What did they want? And they never made it clear. Here's the couples from the 2 cups, but they have 2 wands. So I think Spirit's showing both of you guys. Look at how they had perfect cards here in this thing. Perfect row. Spirit saying both of you guys have a choice to make. I feel this person has disappointed you. I feel like you've already made a choice to either block them or move out, or ghost them, or boundary up, or whatever. Okay, but I feel this person is going to come forward, because I feel like this person is going to see something. It might take them some time. And then the choice is going to be up to you and, like, up to this person, whether you guys want to be on the same page and work this together, or whether you guys are going to, whether you're going to be too upset because they missed the boat, you don't want to work with them, and they're going to come in and show an interest, and you're like, well, it's not enough, But there is a potential for 2 cups for those of you guys who want to start a relationship, because I feel like this is a friendship. I feel like this is something that never got experienced fully. This person was cowardly and ran. This person just, but they have to go through this sort of bleeding out of the old and sitting with 3 swords and realizing what they've missed out on for them to then come forward. And the more they feel you're closed off to their energy, they feel a lot of anxiety. But I feel like you might be upset about their breadcrumbing and not offering you full offerings. But I don't think it's because they didn't think you were worthy or that they were trying to do anything malicious. I feel this person was incapable of giving and receiving in a flow balanced way, because they're a little immature here. And I feel like there was a lot of uncertainty about how to engage, and lack of clarity, and more focused on what their existing world would, like I said, fall apart and have to close out this adolescent energy of theirs so that they could officially sort of move into this next phase of their life, have movement, and have success with you. But I don't feel this person felt ready, and I would agree they're most likely weren't ready, and it's like they need to be in a higher state of empowerment here in order to move towards you in confidence. So let's take a look at their love messages to you, which might give us some more insight as to how they feel. These messages could certainly come from their higher self. That was an interesting reading. So spirits, love messages from pile number 4's person. If they could say anything at all, what would they say to pile 4? What do they want to communicate? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good. I'll take the one on the bottom and the one on top. Pile number 4. I'll message you soon. This is what I'm telling you. This person's coming forward with a reconciliation. They're going to reach out, okay? So I don't know, if you don't want to hear from them, then I think depending on how your energy is, like if you're a reverse Queen of Swords, this person might just not feel, I don't know, confident enough to tell you really how they feel. So maybe just hear them out. You don't have to accept anything they're offering, but hear them out in a, I don't know. Why do we have a song card here? We'll leave that for the end. So let's see. What do we have for messages from this person? So I am so attracted to you. So I do feel this is like, it's that energy of you're on another level than me. And so there's attraction, but then it needs to be backed up with something more here. I don't know that this person understood or knew how to navigate this attraction towards you, how to substance it with something other than just feels. I can imagine kissing you, like, see what I mean? It's very surface. Like, okay, I can't get out of my comfort zone. So that's that phase, that adolescent phase, That's the world I know, the me that I was before you came in, and I'm stuck there. And so in order for me to move and take a risk and all this stuff and engage with you, I would be required to close out a chapter that I wasn't prepared to do at the time. But I feel like this person is open. Like I feel like all the other piles felt like really like sort of very legacy energy. This feels very youthful, young, just really seems like somebody who really is closing out cycles naturally, and so they know of their old way of being before you, and this is what they are used to. So they'll have to close this out. I have a low self-worth right now. So that's that King of Wands in reverse, the Emperor in reverse. It's like I can't feel confident in my decision and my capability to engage with you. I feel this person definitely puts you on a pedestal, and this connection on a state of it would require more of me that I don't have right now. So I just sort of, not that it was right, but breadcrumbed and sort of did bare minimum here to keep it, but I didn't provide it the substance that it needed. One day I'd like to marry you. So I do feel this person has very good intention. And I do feel this person's coming into clarity, and I do feel like this person wants more. I just feel like this person does not know how to switch gears. But I mean, you don't have to marry them, but at least this is like wanting to take things to the next level. And I think this was where we got stuck. It's like we were friends and never went to the next level. Nothing solidified here with this person. It needed to go to the next level or not. Then if it didn't, then I feel you probably moved away or accepted that this person wasn't interested. There is someone else. So this person definitely could fear that this time apart is leaving the window open for you to get involved with someone else. There is also an energy here of them feeling like potentially you didn't want to engage or stick around because you might have been pulled by someone else. I feel like there are people interfering in this connection, and these could certainly be people that your person has had before you, like friends and other people getting in the way. I feel like there might be a shared friend group, and so this could impact their decision. There's definitely influence of many people, not just this connection here. You are the only one I want to be with. So I'd like to marry you. So although there's this doubt of, is there someone else? And you're the only one I want to be with. It's like, there's no question how this person feels about you. And you might have even questioned, is this why they're breadcrumbing? Are they stringing me along? Do they have someone else that they're more interested in? Are they even interested in me? I feel they have been, but all these other reasons we talked about, especially the self-worth and this closing out of this phase, was not allowing this person to take action. So with the hummingbird, I thought it was a song card. It's a number card. And we have 27, which is interesting because this came out for one other pile. So 27 could be an age. You know what's interesting? 27 is an age where a lot of famous people pass away at the age of 27. And so I'm really getting like a transition, like a real closing out of our old world. It's like a milestone of our phase of life where we're entering a new phase. I feel this person is really closing out their adolescence or their puberty or whatever, like that phase where it was all about fun and friends. It was all about whatever, this youthfulness, this energy. And now it's like, I got to be an adult, or I have to like be more emperor. But I feel like this person is coming into this, is stepping out of their comfort zone. They are coming through with this need to decide with the number 2 to choose this connection would mean to close that door of the past. And this comes through reflection and understanding, which is the number 7 here. Okay, 7's also the Chariot, which we were seeing the guy from the Chariot, which is all about balance and having to be successful in how we navigate through. I feel this person's going to have success, and I feel they want success, but I feel like they've been having to close out a natural part of their old world, whether they were a slow bloom or just clinging at some point, or there was no reason for them to move on. But I do feel there's an openness and an optimism for this person to close out, to move on. And I'm getting the number 9, and 9's all about fruition, completion, and fulfillment. So I feel like this person is completing a cycle, and I feel like this person is doing a lot of internal review with the Hermit energy and also Moon. There's been a lot of fears, a lot of uncertainty about the future, and also the Moon symbolizing emotions. And I feel there's a lot of suppression of emotions with the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Moon showing here. So we have Virgo, Cancer, Pisces, and more Cancer with the Chariot. So this person is working through their insecurities, their fears, understanding their emotions. I feel like they're a little immature when it comes to understanding their own emotions. And I feel like this connection has mirrored to them something greater within themselves for them to connect to love. And I feel this person wants to level up with you and wants to level up in this connection. And I do feel this person is going to come forward, And so I feel like there's a real strong attraction, and this person, like, I don't know, like there is this need to build up their confidence organically through time, which might be not what you're used to, but I do feel they're loyal and committed. We kept seeing the loyalty card coming through. And this is someone else. There is someone else. I do feel there are other people interfering, friend circles, making poor decisions when it comes to not missing out with my bros or my sisters, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of that sort of energy. I don't think this person's environment is very healthy either. It's supporting their old world, keeping them engaged. So I don't know, they have like a group of roommates, or like I live like by my group of buddies, or like something here that seems unhealthy in their progression towards growing up and having another life, like closing out this life cycle to this next life. So February 7th, July 2nd could be significant. The 27th could be significant, a birthday, anniversary. Okay, so I love you guys very much. I hope this helped you. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Welcome to the disclaimer. Don't get fooled by people scamming you in the comments section. If you're interested in a private reading, all my contact information is in the description box. And there you will find my website. And that is only through my website can you book private readings at this time. And for those of you guys new to the tarot, tarot does not predict your future. Tarot is not set in stone. Tarot is reflecting back to you a state of consciousness that is something you can either resonate with or not. And so it's very important that you are in tune with your intuition so that you know whether the pile you're picking, the information coming through, is reflecting back to you your own intuition, state of consciousness, your subconscious. And this will be the best way for you to know that the message is indeed meant for you. So if your intuition is not clear or it's cloudy, then you might be tapping into the wrong pile, or information might be coming through that is not dictating whatever your circumstance situation is. So it is important that you work with the divine to develop your intuition. Best way is to sit through the card layout, which I do include with most of my readings, where you can ask the divine to come up with what you'll see, feel, or hear to determine whether the pile makes sense for you. And so you can ask the divine to show you those signs, symbols, synchronicities, either throughout your dreams or throughout your day, and certainly throughout the reading, so that you can be assured that the messages you're tapping into are the right messages for you. If you are drawn to multiple piles with the pick-a-card readings, listen to your intuition. A lot of times energy is interconnected, and in this channel, a lot of times all my piles could be interconnected. So do not feel obligated to only select one or all or none. It is definitely up to you and your intuition. If you are in a pile and it is not resonating, there is no need to continue listening to that pile. If it doesn't resonate, sometimes it gives us perspective so that we know what is resonating for us. So even piles that do not resonate could provide some insight. Keep in mind that if you have strong energy in your presence, other people, situations, that could be quite heavy energetically, or strong energetically, spiritually heavy, those might pull through the pile. So it might not be your energy that I'm picking up, but your situation, your circumstance, or people that you're dealing with. It's up to you to keep an open mind in regards to what it is that I'm connecting to, if it is resonating to your story. Do not take any messages that don't belong to you. There will be specific messages that come through for certain individuals, even though the pile might be your pile, but the specific message does not connect to you. Do not take those messages. Only take the ones that resonate for you. It should be the overall energy in that pile that is resonating to your story. It is the gist of that energy that should be overall the story or the energy of the situation, circumstance, or the person that I'm tapping into. If you are unprepared to listen to difficult messages, messages that offer healing, messages that might provide someone else's perspective that we're not quite ready to listen to, it might be a good time to come back when we're fully healed or prepared to listen to messages. My commitment to you is to read the cards with transparency and as much compassion as I can. It is difficult for me to provide you with any guidance in the comments section without knowing your specific situation. A lot of times the piles do come reversed and they might not match the exact description of the reading. And although I am posting the description of that reading, my intention is to always deliver that in which the description talks about. But sometimes spirit comes through with the mere reflection of either something objectively pulling through, some guidance pulling through, or something completely unrelated. And that is not up to me, and I certainly don't select what comes through. But spirit knows when you will click on whichever video in order for you to hear the messages that are being pulled through. It might just be for one person, and that one person was needing to hear it. So if you are frustrated with that, it's early to tell in a reading whether it is resonating or not, especially if we've sat through the card layout. Again, do not feel obligated to take any messages that aren't for you. You can certainly switch your own situation, circumstance, or energy based on the reading you get. So if a reading does resonate, but you want a different outcome, then utilize the reading in order for you to make conscious choices, different decisions, guide the energy in a specific way that you want it to go. This is why we utilize the tarot and the oracle cards in order for us to be conscious of the energy and make shifts. Energy shifts very fast, and it is formless, and it is not time-bound, meaning I could be tapping into present, future, or past situations. If an energy feels like it's an old energy, it's past, you might want to go check out another pile. There could be one that's talking to your current situation, or we could be looking at a future state of consciousness. These readings might not make any sense to you at the time because it is beyond your level of comprehension. You might want to come back to these readings at a later date. That's why all these readings are timeless unless otherwise stated. And so, as I mentioned, it is up to you, depending on when you click on the reading, to know whether it is useful information to help guide you. All of my readings offer a level of healing, whether it is understanding someone else's perspective, if it is understanding our own perspective, tapping into subconscious energies, or looking at objective situations from the point of view of the creator. All information helps us to put the pieces of the puzzle together so that we can make better decisions when we're involved with difficult or challenging people or circumstances. This is the reason I do the tarot. I do not do the tarot so that we can dwell in hurts and in pain. So if we're suffering, we're allowed to feel how we feel. Pain is inevitable. We all suffer from pain, but the suffering is certainly up to us. And my mission is that we release suffering. Undue suffering does not need to persist. If we choose to suffer, it is because we're making a decision to stay in the suffering. The choice is always ours to get out of suffering. And so sometimes we don't like to hear what it is that's being communicated because it might release us or relieve us from stories, from comfort zones, from pains and clutches that we've used in the past in order for us to feel safe, in order for us to remain in our comfort zone. And as I mentioned, healing isn't always easy, so it is sometimes very difficult for us to acknowledge truths because sometimes a comforting lie is what we choose to believe in. I do not feed comforting lies. I will not read information or readings here that provide you a level of comfort and water the truth down. I don't want you to leave here feeling a false sense of security, but I do want you to leave with a sense that I justified your own intuition, your own energy and suspicion, or whatever you were wanting to confirm with the divine. I also want to make mention that I am not everybody's reader. So at times my voice is annoying, even to myself. And sometimes I deliver messages that aren't quite as concise as they can be. Spirit knows which words I will use in order to channel the information that my soul tribe, the people being drawn to the reading, need to hear. So those words are crafted by the design. I don't spend a whole bunch of time trying to analyze. I do know when it feels right, and I do know that sometimes it's struggle to come up with a word that can define energy. Energy is not words. Energy can't fit into words. And so sometimes these readings could be a lot of repeating the same thing as I'm trying to find the right word. And if you've tried channeling, you'll notice that a lot of people who channel, they do repeat a lot of words until the right word comes through. Sometimes readings, unfortunately, don't make sense until the very end. And we might go down one path only to find that the answer was something else, or that the reading was something else completely. I don't intend this. Some days my channeling is very strong, and other days it is difficult for me to follow. And sometimes, if it is difficult for me to follow, it can make complete sense on your end, but the delivery on my end might sound a little chaotic or confused because I don't understand everyone's situation and circumstance. Keep in mind, these are general readings, and these readings touch a lot of people, a lot of viewers. If you don't connect with my style, if you don't connect with the readings, then I do suggest you go find another reader. There's many on YouTube. And it could just be the reading or the pile wasn't your fit. So you might want to try another reading from my playlist. And I do hope you guys stay. And I do hope to connect with you guys. I do read all your comments. I do try to reach out to you guys, all of you guys. And if I don't, rest assured, I do see your comments. And I send so much love to you guys. I appreciate you guys very much. And I'm so honored to do this journey with you guys. Bless you and God bless.